Sembetskano, everyone. Welcome to my July update. It's July 22nd, it's Sunday, and as you can see, I am back home in Dornegove. I'm in my living room, and I'm actually very glad to be here. It's been 2 months since I left, and I was traveling up north, first leg for the M29's PST, for which I finished on the first week of July. Really glad that I did it. It was a lot of work, but it was really fun getting to know the M29s and experiencing Mongolia through fresh eyes and a new perspective. So it was energizing just for my own service to be around them. And I'm just really excited to see them all turn into volunteers and watch their swearing in. That will happen next month in August. And I'll get to go back up for that. But yeah, and hopefully get to welcome some new volunteers down to the Gobi. So fingers crossed. Yeah, so after PST, I ended up going to UB and meeting 3 American friends to start a little vacation. We went to the National NADAM in UB, and I got to see that for the first time. So it's a televised event. And I watched it last year from my host family's house during my PST, so it was really fun to see it live and everything. Even though it rained the whole time, it was still really memorable, and to be honest, the rain was pretty welcomed because I hadn't really been experiencing much rain living in the Gobi, so very happy to have the moisture. But yeah, so Mongolia pretty much chose our traveling decisions because, well, when we tried to get to Hope School the first time, our bus was fully booked, so we had to delay 1 more day. And then when we did get to Hope School, we all got food poisoning. So we were in a cabin on the lake, and we were sort of like stuck there for a little while as we recovered from that. But after dreaming of being in Hope School for 2 years, it was pretty rewarding, even despite being sick. It was like a really cozy cabin and beautiful. I got to go on a boat ride on the water, and of course I loved that. Yeah, and then we headed down back to UB, and we got to go to another national park. So Hope School is a national park, and Terrelge National Park is about 40 minutes outside of UB, and we did that. We went horseback riding. That was pretty fun. I was the only dork with a helmet on, Peace Corps policy. But yeah, I was riding on probably one of the more stubborn horses. He was nameless, so he doesn't have a name, but he kind of had a mind of his own and stayed about a 1/4 mile behind everybody else, going into the creek and just doing as he pleased. I couldn't really control him, but it was really funny and a good time to ride a horse for the first time in Mongolia. Yeah, and then so 2 of those friends have since gone back to the U.S., and then 2 others are up in Siberia right now. One had joined later on, but those 2 will be coming back down to Dornegove, and we'll be getting to celebrate our NADAM. So we're having a late NADAM here in Sanctioned, but it's going to be a big one. It's one of our anniversary NADAMs, and I'm really excited to see that for the first time myself. But I did want to just thank all my friends who did make the trip out here and, to see Mongolia and myself, and they brought some comforts from home for me, and I really appreciate that and just their company in general. And I also appreciate the friends who didn't make it because they had sent along some kind words. So Kurt and the Gateless team, thank you for this, and Betsy and Harrison, thank you for your photos. And taco seasoning, I've eaten some already. It was delicious. And Elizabeth, thank you for the JIRA ticket. This made me laugh because this is like from our old content management program at my last job, and it's basically, it says, I don't know if you can see that, but it says, "Hello, Courtney," on a JIRA ticket. Yeah, so I felt the love for Mongolia, so very much appreciated. And let's see. Oh, so I had to stop in at the Peace Corps office on my way through UB, and there's a donation center there, and I found the coolest new shirt that I'm wearing. We're made for each other. Thank you, anonymous Peace Corps donator. I love this shirt. I happily wore it out that day out of the office. So like a new kid, like a kid getting new shoes, like wearing them out of the store. That's what I did. But yeah, so for me being at site now, what's next? I will be filming at the TV station again, so we'll be doing some more English segments for the Dornagove TV station. We have a new pool, a new indoor pool in Sanshan. It has to be indoor because there's so much sand, it would be ridiculous to clean, I'm sure. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get some swimming lessons started down at the new swimming pool in town. And then later in August, I'll be going back up for swearing in and hopefully welcoming some new site mates. But to be determined, I'll let you know if we get anyone next time. But yeah, other than that, growing the bangs out a little bit. They can't really go in front of my face anymore, so they're kind of swiped over. And the goal is curly bangs like Baby from Dirty Dancing. So maybe I'll show you if it doesn't look horrendous. But that's my update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next month.